Would anyone like to? Yes, ma'am, in the back.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is. Hi, everyone. My name is Dulce, and I'm an undocumented student here at Delaware State University. I was thankfully granted a full-ride scholarship to the university, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Today, I wanted to share the story of my friend Alan. My friend Alan came to this country just like me when he was 5 years old. He grew up here, he went to high school, and he graduated just like I did. Alan wanted to apply to the same scholarship I did in order to come to Delaware State University. Unfortunately, Alan wasn't able to apply for it because he's currently detained at an immigrant detention center in Georgia for a mistake he made, for a mistake many young people make, and for a mistake anyone could have made. So right now, my friend Alex is on the verge of getting deported because of this mistake. And I just wanted to ask your administration, is this something that you guys would be willing to look into? Is this something that you guys would be willing to consider? Because he's lived here for 20 years. He has friends like me from high school. He has his parents, he has his brothers and his sisters. And throwing away 20 years of his livelihood simply for a mistake anyone could have made seems very, very, very harsh of an administration to focus our tax dollars into deporting this young man who could one day also be like you and also be the Department of Homeland Security Secretary. So I'm asking you, is this something that your administration would be willing to look into?
Well, first of all, thank you for the question. I have encouraged our immigration enforcement personnel to exercise prosecutorial discretion, where they look into individual cases and determine this person is not appropriate for deportation. On a personal level, as you know, there are some 840,000 people who have qualified for deferred action, who were able to come forward, step out of the shadows, work on the books, go to college, and that's a really good thing. We wanted to create DAPA, a similar program for adults and who are parents of U.S. children and lawful permanent residents. And we launched that in November 2014. It went to court in Texas. We were enjoined, went up on appeal, and by a vote of 2-1, that was affirmed. It got to the Supreme Court. We were hopeful, but by a tie vote of 4-4, the Supreme Court affirmed the lower court. The president believes, and I believe, that those 11 million people living in this country undocumented, who have not committed any serious crimes, and who are in effect becoming integrated members of our society, more than half of those 11 million have been here more than 10 years. And they live and work among us. We believe that they should be offered the opportunity to come out of the shadows. And so we created DACA, we tried to create DAPA, and I believe that it's incumbent upon the next president, the next Congress, to finally grapple with comprehensive immigration reform and deal with this issue. Now, also on a macro level, just in my time as secretary, the number of deportations has gone down significantly, and the percentage of those deported who are convicted criminals of serious crimes has gone up significantly. And so I've asked our immigration enforcement personnel to focus on matters of public safety and focus on convicted criminals, and that is the direction they have responded, and that is the direction which they are going. Some 240,000, I think, people were sent home from the interior last year, when just a few years before was over 400,000. An increasing percentage of those are convicted criminals. So that's the direction we want to go, so that people who are undocumented, who have not committed any serious crimes, can have the opportunity to come forward and be on the books, pay taxes like everybody else, go to school, have a driver's license. We have to reckon with this population, because in many states, undocumented have a driver's license. I'm talking to everybody else here now. Undocumented have a driver's license. In the state of California, undocumented are allowed to practice law. They have a right to practice law. So we have to reckon with this population sooner or later. We're not going to I think everybody here knows this. We're not going to deport 11 million people. That would be like deporting a population the size of New York City and Chicago put together. We do not have the resources to do that. And I suspect the Congress will never give us the resources to do that, because that would not be a smart investment. So, anyway, ma'am, thank you very much for your
And I have his application if you guys want to look at it. I collected
Okay.
over 1,500 signatures.
Okay, here you go. Thank you. Thank you. One more question.